Welcome back to the NC1. We're working on the interior again because there's a lot of things left for me to do in here that I've wanted to do. I've got a big load of parts to install in this video, so we're doing a kind of complete transformation type video here. Lots of stuff to do, so let's get started. What we're installing in this video, short of one product that hopefully is here this week. If it is, it will be in this video at some point and mentioned. But we've got the Super line of products here. Obviously the door straps, which are in the red car as well, but we're gonna be putting a set of yellow with the leather trim into the NC1. And then right here is our newest product. This is the Super cabin air filter. This goes inside of your wiper cowl area where the HVAC slot takes in air, keeps all the dust, dander, and nasty stuff out of your blower motor. And it's a really cool product. I'll show you guys a little bit more on this when we get to installing it, but also here, RX7 intermittent wiper switch, which is a absolute necessity. We've got Redline Goods shift boot and e-boot black with the yellow stitching to match everything. Set of Roadster door sills from Moss, plus a new door sill because mine is cracked here, so got a new one of those. And then also something that I've liked doing in cars recently is doing a USB retrofit. So this has a USB-C and a USB 3.0 port. It'll just wire directly into where our cigarette plug is and look super OEM. It's got like the aluminum kind of thing, and the orange in there will match the interior as well. So excited about that, but otherwise, we're gonna start off by installing the easiest stuff, which would be the door sills. So let's get those in. Luckily, this is the only door sill that is cracked. You know, after 20 years of sitting in the sun and being touched multiple times, things just start to get a little brittle. Luckily, they just pop out really easily from the side of your door, and we can replace that one really quick. Now I'm applying double-sided tape to the Moss side sills. I do not recommend this. If you want a more permanent solution, get some construction adhesive and cover the bottom of it and paste it onto your actual door sill. Otherwise, they're just gonna pop off right away. Next up, we have our Super Automotive Accessories cabin air filter that you can pick up at superautomotiveaccessories.com. It's our newest product to keep the air inside your car super fresh. Doesn't take too long to install, but it is a little bit involved. Once you have it in there, you don't need to clean it out for probably 2 or 3 years, depending on the environment that you're driving in. But you need to remove your upper cowl from your windshield. I did make a video on how to do this that was a little bit more in depth, so go check it out up in the right-hand corner now. And you can see down in this slot here is your HVAC intake port. You just have to slide the filter right in there and the 4 magnets will hold it in place, and you don't have to do anything else. It's just easy as that. And of course, you know I have to install a set of Super Automotive Accessories door straps on this car, just like I've had on my NC2. And I just want to shout out everyone who has picked up a set of these. It's really blown up, bigger than I thought it would. But with that, let's get these installed. Taking off the door card is a pretty simple process. I also have a video on that if you want to check it out. It is in the upper right hand corner again, but removing that interior door handle is only a couple of screws after you get the door panel off. Throw your door panel back on, and you should be able to bolt in place your brand new set of door straps, which come for leather and plastic trimmed door cards, plus NC1, 2, and 3. Now we're gonna dig into this USB retrofit. I've done one of these on my Miata, I did one on the Fit, I did one on the GTI, and I really like these. It's an easy way to add a USB port to your interior of your car without it looking like something plugged into the cigarette outlet. We just need to get to the OEM cigarette plug, and we're gonna slice it off and take it out. It's also worth mentioning this one didn't fit perfectly. It was actually too small for the hole, so I had to make a couple of 3D printed little spacers, but with the other one that I bought for the NC2, that one fit in just fine without any extra spacers. When installing this, you definitely don't want to hardwire them in. Make sure you add some plugs for when you do need to disassemble the interior again, you won't have it stuck in there. But it wires up to the OEM wires for the cigarette plug, and it works perfectly. Now onto the wiper stock, and all you have to do is take out 2 screws, unplug it, and you can just throw your new one in. What this does is it gives you more range of your wiper speed, so when it's just misting outside, you can lower it down, or if it's raining a little bit heavier but not too heavy, you don't have to turn it all the way up. It's a really nice addition and looks super OEM. And while our center console is out, I took the time to install a set of Redline Goods shift and e-brake boots. I chose the leather with the black and yellow stitching. Just looks way cleaner. The other ones are all torn up and trashed anyways. I think someone actually spilled coffee into them at some point. But you get a nice new smell, nice new look, and they just look great. I really love these. I have them in my NC2 as well. Another quick note is that I did have to make a spacer for the top of the leather because my shift knob didn't sit all the way down, but that's a whole nother thing. And finally, a set of new floor mats was desperately needed. These are the better than factory floor mats that you can get from Moss. They're really nice. I had a set of these in my NC2 before I got the P2M ones, but I wanted to stick with something that was really OEM looking. It has that extra heel plate added to the fabric, so you're not gonna tear it up as quickly as an OEM one. And obviously they install super easily. Just place them in, they fit perfect and look really good. And now we have a beautiful, fresh interior with all of our new mods. We didn't even spend a ton of money on any of this stuff. Super cheap, and all the links to these products are down in the description below if you want to pick up a set of door straps, cabin air filter, the boots, everything like that will be down there. So if you're curious in the products, they're all down in the description below. But there's just something to be said about getting a new car, deep cleaning the interior, and adding all your little parts and pieces that you're going to be touching every day, from the wiper stalks to the steering wheel, shift knob, feeling the nice leather, smelling the nice leather as well. It just makes your old cars feel new to you. So I'm very excited about all this. But short of a few things like adding in a new radio with CarPlay, and I also have a Mazda HomeLink mirror to install as well. Those will be separate videos because they're a little bit more technical, a little bit more in depth. This is all stuff that you can do in a weekend and feel good about it, but we will be upgrading the radio and the HomeLink mirror. But for now, this is the way the interior is gonna sit. I love it. It feels nice. It smells good. Everything is clean to the touch. I don't have to touch anybody else's skin flakes and hair and all that disgusting stuff. But yeah, this is nice. For a 20-year-old car, this is feeling quite new. So with that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go down below, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of the NC1, because we've got plenty of videos coming still for this car. Big things from like a track dog racing intake, and we got to install our hard dog roll bar still. So lots to do. Hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below. See you guys in the next one.